I rode Hondas, I rode a 1945 Indian Chief, a couple of Harleys here and there.
Very cool.
Been riding 40 years now.
Anybody that rides a two-wheeler, man, and gets on a bike and feels that freedom in their hair and, you know, the air in their face and that sort of thing, you know, you fall in love with it and you just want to ride.
My name is Billy Marvin. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, and I live part-time in Phoenix, Arizona, and that's where I ride my bike out of.
My name's George Flores. I'm an international harp technician for harpists all over the world. I am from Sweet Home, Chicago, baby.
Why don't we first start talking about, you know, your accident and what happened?
It really wasn't an accident. It was an unknown virus is what happened. My feet went numb, and 3 months later I was a paraplegic for about 27 years now. It was just an accident, just out of the blue.
Out of the blue?
Yeah.
What was the virus?
They don't know.
They have
a name for it. It's called transverse myelitis, but the origin of it is unknown.
You know, there's a little blank spot there because, well, you know, from my injury, I don't remember exactly how the accident came about. I get flashes of a green car, but there's no details when it comes to that. You know, and then I was flung from the bike, landed in 4 feet of wetland grass, and laid there for 12 and a half hours, you know, basically dying, and with a punctured lung, 6 broken ribs, a couple of my vertebrae crushed, my face was ripped open, yeah, dying, man.
So after the accident, you know, what were your first impressions about, like, you know, not being able to ride and all that?
It was tough. My whole life at the age of 29 changed, and of course there was a lot of struggle, and a few years after I decided that it was time to get back on a bike.
Yeah.
Once you have the bug to ride, you never lose it, and I decided that it was time to ride again, so I put together a Harley with a sidecar.
You know, going from the point in your life where you thought you could never ride again to now you can, how does that make you feel? How does it feel to be back on the road?
Being trapped in a wheelchair and facing the reality that life is going to change, and then getting a motorcycle and getting back on it is a tremendous freedom. You get to go where you want to go. You get to be part of a very great group of people that ride. The camaraderie of riding motorcycles is tremendous.
So now that you're riding the Conquest around or whatever, do you feel, you know, like you're an ambassador for everyone else? Like you're showing people that they have more options? I
do it. I believe that, you know, when you ride something as unique as the Conquest, people do notice it, and they notice the wheelchair, and they notice when you stop and how you get in and out of the motorcycle. Yes, I do feel like an ambassador, and I do feel like hopefully it gives people enough inspiration that they can get back on a motorcycle after a tragedy in their life and feel the freedom of getting back on the road. It hopefully gives people that inspiration. We're going to ride to Sturgis. It's going to take about 2.5 days, and I'm really looking forward to it. Riding this bike on the open road is something I haven't experienced yet, so I'm really looking forward to the task at hand.
You know, I'm honored to be representing you know, my career, the harp world, and at the same time, you know, be here representing bikers and people that don't give up and that are strong and American, baby.
So have you ridden the Conquest?
I rode a little bit in Arizona, and I've been riding it around here since Friday night. It's an amazing motorcycle. Yeah. It handles well. It's got nice pickup. It's safe. I feel safe in it, being locked in. It's big enough that you feel safe on the road. You're not going to get bullied by cars. So it's a wonderful innovation for riding.
Bare bones, buddy. There in there. That's it. Alright, cool.
Off to Sturgis.
We are at the Grand Stay, but we are not staying. We are going riding Mount Rushmore, Needles, Custer National Park. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
How do you feel going to Mount Rushmore on the bike?
This is so amazing, exhilarating, and the freedom is beautiful.
The open air, being able to smell the pine trees. This is wonderful. Nothing can describe it right now.
Alright, so we are in South Dakota now from Chicago at Mount Rushmore. We have picked up a new rider. So why don't you give us your name and a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Jack Pierce. I'm an active duty Marine Staff Sergeant, 16 years. And yeah, just really enjoying the ride. Well, I was in Afghanistan and we were doing a resupply convoy when I was hit by an IED. And it was a pretty catastrophic hit. Crushed my spine, broke 6 ribs, broke my pelvis, my knee, my wrist, ruptured my spleen, so they had to remove it, and I removed part of my pancreas, along with other internal injuries. So they had me in rehab for about 6 months, and here I am.
Now that you're in the bike and you're here at Mount Rushmore, you're riding all around South Dakota at Sturgis and all that stuff. How does that make you feel now that you are back out on the road and can go wherever you want?
Freedom. Definitely. Just freedom.
All right, so last time I saw you, we were in Chicago.
That's right.
Now we are at Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. This is, I can't, words are hard to find. It's overwhelming, even for a kid from Phoenix. I never get up here, and I'm overwhelmed, and it's an honor to be here and riding the Conquest, and just to ride up here. There's not much more beautiful place to ride than here. I've ridden a few places, and this has got to be one of the best.
The scenery is just gorgeous. Just even coming up here and then this. And how would you describe, your experience at Sturgis so far?
This is what we live for. This is what bikers live for.
Yeah.
To feel the camaraderie of the motorcycle community and the excitement, and of course the people watching is by far the best.
Oh, it's just indescribable. I've never been so moved in my life with being able to do the ride with these guys, these heroes, and to see them having so much fun, so much excitement. They're doing things that they didn't think they'd ever be able to do again, and just can't tell you how gratifying it is. Just unbelievable.
All right, we're leaving Mount Rushmore. We're heading over to Crazy Horse. See you there.
We'd like to see you come out tonight and support Mobility Conquest and have a good time while we give a bike away.
But having a motorcycle license in the Marine Corps is pretty different.
Peter Gold, own One Eye Jack Saloon in Sturgis, South Dakota.
So I take it you've seen the Conquest motorcycle and all that. What were your thoughts about the motorcycle?
I think it's a fantastic idea. I was just amazed that somebody could put something like this together to help out wheelchair guys.
How does it feel to giving away a motorcycle at your place tonight in the middle of Sturgis?
Well, we're very honored that you guys decided to do it here, and of course, I just think it's a great opportunity for everybody to come together at the same time and do this. It's pretty special.
So we developed this motorcycle for people in wheelchairs, because if you're in a wheelchair, you just can't get on your bike and ride anymore. And we thought that's got to change. You got to have freedom, just like we all do. And after doing that, we decided to have a contest to see who could win this bike.
That sounds good. That's good.
This bike has been specially made. It's a BMW 1200cc at the front and a Formula race car in the back. It does 130 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. It's an unbelievable machine. So we had 60 people send in their qualifications to win this bike. And out of those 60, we picked 3 finalists. And after those 3 finalists, we picked 1 winner. And that winner, I'm going to announce his name and then I'm going to tell you about him. The winner is Jack Pierce.
Hey, guys, 8 men were in this vehicle going to make it back. I want you, if you see a veteran today, I want you to shake his hand and thank him for what he's done in this country. And I want to give a giant shout out right now for all of us who made the ultimate sacrifice and give us all right here at our freedom in the United States. Thank you all, our veterans. Thank you very much. Start off again. About 20 minutes.
Well, Jack, we meet again. This time at your home, though, in San Antonio, Texas. You were so busy in Sturgis once you won the bike and celebrating all that, I never got a chance to actually interview you. So now that you have the bike and it's home, you know, how do you envision this working with your new lifestyle and helping you out throughout the course of a day?
Well, I'd really like to thank the Mobility Works Foundation for the opportunity and winning the bike. And it's definitely going to make a really big impact on my life.
My name is Karen Pierce and I am Jack Pierce's wife. It's the wind in your hair, it's the freedom, it's the open road. the one thing about him that's always been consistent is he loves to drive. He loves to be on the road. He loves to spend a week just traveling cross country and just driving. And when you're in a van, it's kind of hard to see around you, or even in his truck, it's hard to just take in everything around you. And in this trike, he'll be able to see and smell everything.
I'm definitely going to get the word out that this bike is, first of all, available. For a lot of people, just like me after I got hit, the only thing I could see is all the stuff that I couldn't do and can't do anymore. And with the introduction of this trike, it just really changed my life. Now I know there's so many things out there that I can do, and I can still go out there and live and enjoy life. And I'm going to definitely pass that on to everybody else out there. Know that you don't have to be stuck in a wheelchair at home. You don't have to be stuck in a minivan going back and forth to work. You can get out there and you can ride and enjoy the lifestyle of riding and be able to do things like go to Sturgis or ride the Pacific Coast Highway or the Black Hills and just enjoy life.
With seeing the Conquest, how would you say it is from a safety standpoint for a rider if he's in traffic?
Oh, I think it's outstanding. I think the biggest hazard you face in traffic is other people staring at your machine and trying to run over it.
Okay, so braking wise, if you had to rate it, let's say, 1 to 10 from what you've seen coming through your courses, how would you rate the safety of the braking?
I would give it a 10. It stops really, really well, both in a straight line and in a curve.
So you didn't notice any shifting of the rider that would cause you to be concerned?
No, it's rock solid.
So what is your impression of the Conquest wheelchair motorcycle?
Oh, I like it. I think it's a wonderful idea. You get somebody who wants to be able to ride and be out in the wind again. It's just it's one of the best looking ideas I've seen come down the pipe.